Sitamangali, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic, traveling should never be an excuse. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Man, I'm shooting this podcast from Dallas, Texas, getting ready to rock and roll on VIP 50 today with 50 amazing business owners and entrepreneurs, people who run companies and up to big things, people who want to invest in themselves. I'm excited to be with them today. And here's what happened this morning, right? Got up about 5 o'clock, which is 3 o'clock in California. And I've already, right, took me a day to adjust, but mentally I just know I get up between 4:30 and 5. And see, I got a great workout in today, hit the bike for 45, hit my core, my back hygiene, hit some weights, some stretching, and it never used to be like that. I would always use traveling as an excuse. Well, I can't work out because I need to go find a 24 or a gym, a CrossFit box. And I just had this thing in my mind. Oh, and then there's the eating. Well, there's just food everywhere and I don't want to waste the food. And man, you know what? I'm traveling. I'll get back I'll get back on track when I go home. You know, friends, the reality is this. If you're using travel as an excuse, right? If you're using not being at your home, not having your food or your prep, if you're using any of those as a valid reason or a legitimate excuse, you're simply not committed. Like, that's it. You're not committed. See, Satema, there have been times when Satema has not been committed. You know, I just haven't been committed. I haven't wanted the thing bad enough in order to go and do what's required. And I have this shift in my mindset, right? I've been traveling a lot more this year than I ever have. In and out of hotels, flights, airports, Ubers. And look, if I'm gonna have that mindset, oh, I can't do it unless I'm home. I've gotta be at home. That's the only way I can be on point with my nutrition. Like, that's all a big lie. It's a lie. You don't have to be home to eat healthy. You don't have to be at your own gym that you're comfortable, you know, whether it's an LA Fitness, a Lifetime, a 24, a Vasa, a CrossFit bar, look, Pilates, yoga. Those are all excuses. And you don't have to use travel as an excuse anymore. So what's the big lesson here? Stop making excuses. I was listening to a podcast recently while I was riding the bike back in California, and I love it. It's the Fit to Fat to Fit guy. Right? I forget his name. I don't even know his name, but this dude's from Utah. Right? He gained all this weight just so he could have empathy. I think he said that was 40 pounds or 50, maybe 70 pounds. I forget the details, but he gains the weight and loses it. And on the podcast, all he simply says was, you know, you just got to start. And you got to stop making excuses. And look, Satema loves to make excuses. Look, I'm a coach, right? I do a podcast and I fall short. I don't always keep my word. I got to go clean up messes. But this go around for me, right? Big lesson is I've got to stop making excuses. And see, it's easier to not make excuses when you really want something and are committed to that thing. I don't need to be a big guy anymore. I don't need to be 280, 275, 300. I just don't need it. Don't need it, don't want it. And I've got this identity crisis because I've been attached to being a big guy. Big shoulders, big arms. But with big shoulders and big arms, if you're not careful, you can actually have a big stomach and a lot of fat. And you know, and the aesthetics, the look, that's the small thing. You know what the bigger thing for Satema that's really shifted is I don't want to be this big because it's not healthy. I think about my kids. I owe them and I owe my wife, I owe my future grandkids and my generation and my posterity a chance to be with them just like my parents have been with my kids. So there's a lot more reasons other than just looking lean, right? Yeah, looking lean is great, but I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. And so what's the lesson again? Stop making excuses. You know, where in your health and fitness are you still making excuses. Well, I don't have the right supplements. I don't have the right foods. I need to go buy the right workout. I need a different workout. Dude, you don't need any of those things. Yes, they can help you. Yes, it's great to have a nutritionist if you're in that position where you can get one. And I am in that position, so I have a guy. And I shot him pictures of myself yesterday. He's like, hey, report. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm in a restaurant. I go around the corner. I have my partner, like a business partner, take a picture. I take my shirt off and I tell the servers, hey, let me just take a couple pictures here real quick. And I take a couple pictures. I send it to him. I'm like, dude, that is not good. It doesn't, like, I can hide under my clothes. And so, I don't want to make excuses anymore. Where in your life are you still making excuses? Supplements, you don't need those things right now. You just need to start like now with your food. You just need to start by not overeating. You just need to start by eating a salad. By the way, I ate 2 salads yesterday. Congratulations, Satema. Got to celebrate when you do good things. Where in your spirituality today do you make excuses for not connecting with God? For not praying, for not meditating, for not reading the word, for not being more humble, more caring, more kind? Maybe if you're a person like me, look, I worship on Sundays. Right? Satema wants to be in church on Sundays. That's me. That aligns with me. And there's been some Sundays where I've been making excuses. Oh, I'm tired, I'm traveling. This Sunday I actually get home. I would normally have gotten home in the afternoon, but something was like, man, you got to get home. Get home at 11, go straight to church, right from the airport. Like no excuses. Relationships, FaceTime, Marco Polos with my kids daily and my wife, letting them know that I'm thinking about them while I'm out traveling and building a business that's going to benefit them. Do you date your spouse? Do you spend quality time with your children? Are you kind to your family? Do you message and keep in touch with your family? Again, my kids are young enough where I can really spend time with them intentionally. And of course, in the business, are you making excuses for why you can't write the book, hire the next hire, build your marketing arm of your business or promotion? Are you making excuses why you don't belong? I just recently saw on Instagram where someone said, well, I just feel like I really want to start a podcast, but if I do, then I'm just going to be on the bandwagon and I want to write a book, but who would ever read my book? Look, that thinking right there, it just doesn't serve you. People are going to write books. In 10 years, there's going to be more books written. There's going to be more podcasts created. In your business today, your job, whatever it is you do, are you making excuses for why you should stay where you're at and settle? Or are you finding a way to make it happen? Look, my message for you today with this podcast, and I'm literally sitting in my hotel room, I'm drinking some water, and I'm stretching while I cool down. I get in the shower and I get in, I'm still sweating. So I got to cool down for a good 30 minutes. And then we'll prep for VIP 50. We got 2 incredible days. And I got my workout in. And I got it in yesterday. And I'm eating healthy. I got my supplements here. I got protein here. I got a shaker here. And so the moral of the story and the lesson here is don't make excuses. You don't have to. Like, it is possible to travel. It is possible to be on the road. It is possible, to work and have a business and a life and to have it be amazing. Where you really love your life, where you really love your body and your fitness and your health, where you really love you and you love your connection and your relationship with Heavenly Father, with God. You love your family. Dude, I love life. I'm not perfect. I don't have to be perfect. I just love that I'm not making excuses and eating garbage. Like, one last thing, so I walk into the lounge downstairs. And if you have some kind of status with Marriott, and so I'm like, let me see if my key works, and it works. I'm like, sweet. I walk in there and there's food, bacon and eggs and cinnamon rolls and orange juice. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's no desire. You know why? Because the desire to be healthy and fit now outweighs any other desire. I want to be fit. I want to have energy. I want to feel like I've really taken care of my body, my temple, my machine, right? My wealth magnet, which is my body, wealth, health, well-being. Look, y'all, here's my invitation. If the podcast has resonated with you, if it's touched you and helped you, given you any insight, go share it. That's all I ask of you. share it forward, share it with somebody, right? Pass it on, whether you're listening on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes. Share it with somebody. That's all I ask. And of course, don't make excuses anymore for your life. Until next time, my friends, God bless you. Be prosperous. Let's go get it. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.